Which hosting I would choose for WooCommerce stores? Well, I have used many different hostings last 7-8 years for the WooCommerce stores. And of course, best stack is to use some VPS or let's say sometimes even dedicated servers. And I have found for us best works, let's say some VPS or dedicated server plus runcloud.io. Why I suggest use let's say VPS instead of the shared hosting. Shared hostings also offers like a WooCommerce hosting, but in a real cases WooCommerce could be pretty heavy also, and it could ask a lot of resources. And usually when I have sites on the shared hosting and WooCommerce is slowing down and the site is loading slow, then when I write down to the hosting providers, what I can say is like optimize your site, optimize your front end. But if you have like a large WooCommerce store, it's not so easy to optimize it because WooCommerce have its own architecture, where the product is posts, and if you add some additional plugins, it can get pretty heavy. If you are on the shared hosting, you can't really scale it. And sometimes when I need to see where is the bottleneck, let's say, is it the plugin or maybe is it the hosting, I can't do that on the shared hosting. So for me, it's and our developers who working, it's easier to just use VPS, and usually VPS allow to scale this hosting pretty fast, let's say. I have 4 gigabytes of RAM and I can easily scale it to 16 gigabytes of RAM and add more CPUs. And this is the one case. And second case, usually shared hostings, they don't add a lot of this RAM. Let's say there is like many known hostings like SiteGround and something like that. And they offer you like 786 megabytes of RAM. It's not enough. We have stores where they need like 16 gigabytes of RAM because they have like 9 different imports from warehouses, so it takes a lot of resources. So this is one of the stack which work for us, and I know that many other agencies is working with that. You can, let's say, buy DigitalOcean and you can set up I think with a one click WordPress site and start there. Well, I like runcloud because it's easier to copy whole site on other hosting. There is also options to create easy production and test sites. Automatically you can get SSL certificates, and also it offers backup functionality, and it's cheap. Actually, you can start I think for free. So yeah, for the basic WordPress sites you can use shared hosting, but if you are creating WooCommerce stores, then just start with let's say some VPS and runcloud. And also, when you are choosing VPS, be aware which are really good VPS, because there is also some VPS providers which share resources. Let's say you have dedicated servers, there is like 10 virtual machines, and when one virtual machine is taking more resources, then they are taking down other resources for other virtual machines. There are some known good hostings which you can choose. Let's say DigitalOcean is okay. I have seen Kamater is okay, and there is some others. I would suggest to avoid the hosting providers, let's say like Contabo, because I have used it and there is sometimes downtimes, and it's okay for this agency, so be aware of that. I have heard also cheap hosting provider is a Hetzner. I have heard from some people there is like a good reviews about them, from some people not so good reviews. So yeah, usually you can just check in the Trustpilot and see that. But for if you choosing VPS, I like DigitalOcean, then there is like you can easily also like clone droplets, and it's easy to set up backup. In this case, you get like VPS and administration tool for that, which is not so expensive, but with a large scalability. Hope this helped you. If you have any questions, write comments below.